Here come the details of Screen Show with Josh FADEM. Did you hear that? It's a screen show. We call it a screen show because the screen show is for screens. It might be a detriment to our visibility as a podcast to be a screen show, but as the world's first screen show, we'd like to welcome you. In this week's episode, Josh explores the idea of pizza with Bo Ballard of Dante's. Dante's is located in a trailer behind Heirloom Rustic Ales in the Kendall-Whittier neighborhood in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Please enjoy.
They call it pizza, and the kids can't get enough of it. I wanted to find out what this pizza's all about. Come on.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Can I have a pizza? I'm hungry.
They're calling it pizza, and it's something that
it's
something that the kids can't seem to get enough of. We're going to find out what this pizza is all about for ourselves. Right this way to Dante's Woodfire, which is supposedly the best pizza in Tulsa. Which is supposedly the best pizza in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Where did you first hear of pizza?
I first heard of pizza. I was scrolling the internet and there was this video and there was a family and they were all together. And so I've been trying to get that ever since.
Dante's Woodfire Pizza was founded by Bo Ballard in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He worked for years in the service industry and the cooking industry. Now he started his own pizza truck. We're gonna find out if this truck is going to expand, stay, grow, glow. In a capitalist society, you're either growing or you're showing. We're gonna find out if he's a grower or a shower. With pizza, of course. Sir, excuse me, would you mind if we asked you a few questions about pizza? I want to come in there and see how the pizza's made itself.
Come on in.
We're going to get to the bottom of this pizza, Jan. All right, we're outside Dante's Woodfire Pizza truck. They call it pizza, and the kids can't get enough of it. We're going to find out what this pizza's all about for ourselves. As you can see, we're outside of Dante's Woodfire Inferno. We're gonna find out how pizza's made. Pizza's this hot new thing that's fresh out the oven. Dante's Woodfire Pizza, it sounds a little devilish to me. Okay, so here we are in Dante's Woodfire Pizza truck, and we're here with Bo Ballard, who's making looks like some sort of steering wheel or something like that. Is this usually how they make the pizza?
That's how we make it.
That's pretty standard?
Some places.
Now, is this like a donut?
Not really.
Okay. It's not a donut. I was under the impression it was very similar to a donut, but this is something different. So what do you call this right here?
This is our house red sauce.
And what do you put in the house red sauce?
I can tell you it's got tomatoes and basil, but I can't tell you any of the other ingredients.
Okay, secret recipe. It's got tomato.
They're imported.
And
They're not from here.
Not from here. Can you say the name of the country where they were imported, or the state where they were imported from?
Italy.
Italy. Now, this language that you're speaking, is that Italian?
No.
What does Italy have to do with this donut here?
There's just a lot of tradition, and some of the things you can kind of skip, and some of the things you can't. And tomatoes are pretty important in pizza.
Olive oil. That's very good for you. It's got lots of health benefits, and it's good for cleaning out the blood if you've got too much sugar in there.
I guess the subject of today is really just pizza. We're talking about pizza.
The kids are calling it pizza, and they can't get enough of it. I wanted to find out what this pizza was all about for myself.
Today we're talking about pizza. You started doing different things to fine-tune it?
Yeah, no, it's different dough recipes, and then like different size ovens.
How did you get to the Woodfire wasn't always there?
No, so we had this like little uni oven. We actually borrowed it from James Schrader. Thanks, James.
No relation to Paul Schrader, the filmmaker.
I don't think so.
We're here on this muggy day in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Dante's Woodfire Pizza is, word of mouth, the best pizza place in town. How's my hair look?
You can put anything on it, any ingredient.
Can you tell me what's in the dough?
Flour, salt, water, yeast.
Okay. Now, if you're someone who's avoiding some of those, if you're someone who's avoiding some of those things, you might not want to eat that pizza. But that's what we're here to learn. We're here to get the details on the pizza. So
no judgment here.
No judgment. I don't know. I don't know anything about this pizza. And I'm here to learn. The kids are calling it pizza, and it's something that they can't get enough of. We're gonna find out what this pizza's all about for ourselves. Maybe I'll be one of the pizza eaters.
How do you feel about chicken on pizza?
People love it. I don't hate it.
Yeah?
I don't think any ingredient doesn't belong on pizza. You grab your dough, get some flour, make sure everything's really lubricated, moving nice. You don't want.
What do you lubricate it with?
Flour.
I'm no pizza expert, but flour sounds like something that's not wet.
It's not, but you're also not a pizza.
It's true. I'm not a pizza, and
What kind of pizza do you want?
well, I have a recent history having a high A1C. Put on a bunch of weight, and I went and I got a blood test, and they said, you're pre-diabetic. It's all I could talk about for 3 months. Every time someone would bring up any kind of food, I'd say, I'm pre-diabetic, and I really became obsessive and focused on what I could and could not eat.
Pull out the special dough?
Well,
Should we make the camera guy
I do want to. I reversed it. I cut out sugar and I ate a bunch of quinoa. And from talking about it so much, my phone was listening to me all the time talking about it. And then they started showing me all these recipes for other types of things that you can make bread out of. Do you have anything that I can do? I'm still avoiding it just because I want to get the A1C down really low. A1C is the test in the blood sugar test that tests how much glucose, hemoglobin, how much glucose is in your hemoglobin or something like that. I'm not a doctor. Anyway, do you have anything for me?
I do actually.
All right. Wow. And so that just looks like regular bread, is it?
It's not.
What is it?
It's cottage cheese, Mott's Farm, and a little bit of egg yolk and egg white.
Wow.
We got 2 of them today.
Wow. So that seems like something that I could eat. Those are all things that if you've got a high A1C and you want pizza, this pizza thing, and you're craving it, this is the type of thing I could eat. So okay. Wow. All right. I'm excited.
I haven't even eaten pizza in months. It is a moist dough, I notice here, but so this is really interesting. It does crumble a little bit. Tell me about what you think of this.
So I had a lot of doubts making this dough because there's so much moisture. The egg really pops and the cheese really binded it together. I really like it.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
How's it taste? How's the...
It's a little moist, but it is kind of like...
Yeah, we could definitely crispy up the next one or at least get it out sooner.
Yeah.
I think sitting on the plate.
Right, it was sitting on the plate while we were setting up this shot.
Can I ask you a question? You think that you will... This is a possibility you could add this type of item to your menu?
It's a possibility, yeah.
Yeah.
This came out really, really well. I was worried about the moisture from the cottage cheese not really cooking out, but the egg really set. We'll see how it does in the oven.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Now, when you watch those videos where you're like, this is bullshit.
Yes.
You're like, this is going to suck.
100%. Yeah.
You're like, Josh sent me this stuff. This is going to be a bunch of nonsense, like crapple.
Yeah, you just set me up to fail.
Yeah, but
Wow.
but it sounds like...
No, this is great. I love it. It looks great.
Say that again. It's great. You love it?
It's great.
Say that again.
Sauce is delicious. I'm gonna have to walk this off for a little bit. I also, as a big garlic fan...
Ooh, look at that. Are you getting a shot of that? Look at that. Wow. Look at the way you slice those garlic slices. Do you like the movie Goodfellas?
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Not recently.
Okay, well, that's fine. There's just a famous garlic slicing scene. You could even do more garlic, really. I love it.
There could be more garlic.
Say it again.
Great movie. I love it. Perfect. Paulie's method is perfect.
Yeah, okay. Did you hear that about Goodfellas? Paulie's method of slicing the garlic is perfect. Okay, what's this part of the process here? What's going on here?
We got the order on the peel. We're throwing it in the fire. It should take about 2 minutes to cook, hopefully.
Okay. 2 minutes. That's a very, very fast. It's a very, very fast order. All right.
Evan,
Yeah.
come talk into here.
Oh, okay. So my pizza was amazing. It had cheese, it had bread.
This smells real good, this paper here that you're putting on there. You get a shot of that paper that he's putting on there, that little green paper? That smells very delicious. And that sounds like something you usually put on there. I think I've smelled this paper before, this green paper. I'm colorblind myself, so for a second I thought it might have been brown, but it's green, I guess.
And it had the green basil, and so it was really amazing. I ate all 3 that I could eat, and then they give you an extra one. So I got a bonus pizza that I could eat in the middle of the night, and fuck yeah, dude.
I don't know why the cursing was necessary. This is a family program, and then all of a sudden you come out here and
family
say the F word.
establishment as well.
This is a family establishment. Rob, you want to try one of these? Evan, you want to try one of these? Go ahead and try one.
I'm so full, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
It's a different kind of thing.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's floppy
Whoa! That's really good.
Are you being bullshit?
I know, I fucking love it.
Really?
It's so fucking good.
You hear
I'm
that?
sorry for cursing.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up with the cursing? All right, here, try that.
Oh no!
It's
pizza. Ready in the back.
Yeah, might as well.
Josh, can you try this one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I could probably pick the ricotta off.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got garlic, delicious, and we've got this green paper. What do you call that?
Basil.
But Evan, talk about what you think of the regular pizza, something like that. Like what your experience is with the pizza.
The pizzas here are the best pizzas that I've ever had, and I don't really like pizza
You
in
sound like
general.
a salesman.
No, I'm not a salesman.
Wow,
I think.
is that the other? Oh, that's a different one. That looks pretty effing good. I'll be honest.
Well, you said the same thing I did. You just cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah, I censored myself.
On a scale of 10, it's a 12.
Did you like anchovies?
Okay, well, let me ask you some sincere questions. Can you talk about when you got into making pizza, or where you worked prior to being a pizza guy? And did you work at different pizza places?
Now I worked in the industry for
Always in Tulsa?
Yeah, I grew up here.
Where'd you go to high school?
I graduated at Tulsa Webster on the west side.
Okay.
But yeah, I grew up playing sports and like being an athlete. Went to college for all that. Didn't really pan out, so I got into the food industry. And that was probably like 13, 14 years ago. Got out of it because I kind of got tired of not making any money. Got into bartending. Then I helped open up Whittier Bar right down the street. Started
Really?
helping out.
You helped open it up?
Mhm.
It was that weird beehive place before.
Yeah, the place was pretty gnarly. But yeah, made really good money bartending. Just didn't like babysitting adults. Started bartending over here at Heirloom.
We're in the Kendall Whittier neighborhood in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where there's Heirloom Rustic Ales and Circle Cinema is where the art house theater in town. That's kind of the premier art house theater in town. Why this pizza thing? When did the pizza thing start happening?
Had a
Who's Jake?
The owner of Heirloom
Okay.
Rustic Ales. For the 4th of July one year, they had a little uni gas oven way before they were kind of popping off. It was like 2019 maybe. Asked if I wanted to do pizzas, and I'm one of those people that I wanted to be done really well. I was like, yeah, I could definitely take on this project. Don't let anybody else do it. And I probably sold like 30, 35 pies that day by myself. Just made margaritas with like a local basil from the garden down the street. Kind of evolved the last 5 years.
Would you say you're like a food snob?
I don't know, man. A lot of that stuff really turns me off.
That's a whole like kind of trend type thing.
Yeah.
So walk me through the process of making one of these pizza donuts.
Emeril Lagasse, like I've been watching that dude since I was probably like 7, 8. And does tons of stuff with charity, has tons of restaurants. You don't hear any like weird stuff about him and his staff.
Feel about Bourdain?
I don't know. Kind of like a lot of people's, especially like early on, like I still listen to audiobooks and read his writings. A lot of people are turned off by him because they don't like the, like you said, rock and roll lifestyle.
Now these are pretty cool sunglasses you're wearing, huh?
Oh, you noticed?
Yeah, oh yeah. Get a shot of those cool sunglasses.
But I mean, to a lot of people, that is their life, and a lot of people can resonate with that.
Yeah.
But he definitely does glamorize it, kind of like the Hunter S. Thompson of cooking type.
I would say that this pizza has kind of a rock and roll feel about it, wouldn't you?
Sure.
What about Diners and Drive-Ins guy?
Guy Fieri?
Yeah.
Bro.
How do people feel about him?
A few years ago at Crybaby Hill, we did an alternative theme with Sound Pony, and we got it to be Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
So we had a bunch of like hundreds of people dressing up as Guy Fieri, and we thought it was gonna be a goof, like it was gonna be a good time, but I had no idea the following and like the sayings and all these things. So we have like the wigs on, and we're walking down Crybaby. There's thousands of people all screaming, "I'd eat that off a flip flop." They're just like, what does that mean? And like we heard that for the next like 8 hours by drunk teenagers at Crybaby. But like I didn't know his following and how big it was. I've always just thought of him as kind of like the goofy
Kind of a
from the show.
punchline or whatever?
Yeah, but he's also one of those people I feel like people really, and I was one of them, had the wrong perception of him. Like he's also a Raiders fan, so I gotta love him.
Okay. He's got a real persona, and that's the look, the catchphrases or whatever. Do you think you have one, whether it's intentional or accidental?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I see right there. Ian, you get a shot of those ingredients? Look at that. All you got to do is point to that right there. It says Italian dressing.
You got sunglasses on, you dress cool, you got tattoos. Hope you don't mind my putting you on the spot by pointing these things out about you, but
No,
you got
a lot
them.
of people think I'm like angry or mean because I'm always running around.
Yeah.
Well, okay, here we go. Let me just Whoa. Oh, now I'm making the pizza. Okay, I guess I'm the pizza guy now.
Really fast or like doing stuff, but I try to be positive. I write love y'all on everything, try to smile as much as I can, even though whatever is going on.
Okay, everyone here is trying the
Looking a
pizza.
little- Eat that slice. Even like my social media posts, like I'm dyslexic and really dumb, so I just try to really.
Hey, don't talk about my friend Bo that way.
Well, I appreciate it, but you never not learn from somebody. Even like the new people I bring onto the truck, tell them all the time, yeah, I've been doing this for like 5 years. But if you see something and you think it's more efficient, please tell me. We can deviate from that.
I got a distant cousin in New York
Who has a very acclaimed pizza place in Brooklyn called Ops, I believe. His name's Mike FADEM. I think it's spelled O-P-S.
I keep meaning to get out to New York or Brooklyn and try Ops. What do you think about the different styles of pizza? Like, there's people who in New Haven are like, New Haven's the best pizza, and New York's like New York pizza. And then
have a really good
Chicago's
argument.
like, you gotta do deep dish, deep dish pizza. That's the only pizza that matters.
I think it's fascinating because then you have like the Naples pizza, and you have like, I mean, there's pizza popping up all over the world.
You ever thought about making your own Hot Pocket?
We've done it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have an opinion on it? Not worth adding it to the menu.
Yeah, there's just a lot of things that you can do, but then you have to do it 100 times in a single night, and
Yeah.
it's just not that feasible.
Have you ever made pizza on matzah?
No.
No. So you don't use any BS in the pizza, huh? No gums, no stabilizers, no.
No.
How do you feel about stuff like that?
I think it's needed in some cooking aspects, but again, like if you don't, why add it?
Char's so delicious. I suppose it's like,
Wait. I thought the char was filtering my body.
yeah, I don't know.
Is that not?
Charcoal. I mean, they say that's what they say about char. What's the difference between char and charcoal?
Great question.
Do you know?
I think it's just compressed, right?
I don't know.
Okay, so my review.
Yeah.
Definitely the most delicious pizza I've had in quite some time. If
Yeah.
not.
Best in Tulsa.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm serious. I've tried a lot of pizza. I mean, I try to make it a staple of my diet. So what I'm noticing is ultra thin, but it's not like a cracker, which
Yeah.
I feel like that's where people fail, is they turn it into a glorified cracker.
Right.
I mean, that all
You
feels
still
like
want some give, you want some chewiness,
Yeah.
you want somewhere in the middle of that. At least that's where I'm aiming. And I don't really know a lot of people are making pizza like this.
You can't really go wrong with pizza. Most types of pizza. I have a nostalgia for shitty childhood pizza, Midwest pizza, you know. Here we had Mazzio's,
I
you
had
know.
Domino's. I had Domino's
You were a
last
Domino's
night.
guy. Mazzio's is like the Oklahoma chain, right? Mazzio's is Ken Selby started. He's dead. He said Ken's Pizza. I think he had a few others. He had Zio's. Maybe we'll go to Ken's sometime. So I feel like in the late 90s is when New York style pizza became a hot trend, and then that was everywhere. And then that lasted until maybe Neapolitan style pizza seemed to take over.
Yeah.
And then is there a big pizza trend now where people are like, it's got to be that type of? Would you call
Like
this
the-
Neapolitan or something else?
It's working like in the middle of like I guess Neapolitan would be the word. To piggyback on that question, I think a lot of food is just gaining popularity, like at the arts and the art of making food.
Yeah.
Like, but I also have a kind of a theory with the 90s and like that pizza explosion, like how big Ninja Turtles was at the time.
Yeah.
Do you think that had like,
Sure.
there's a whole subgenre of like pizza bands that started in the mid 2000s, late 2000s? Like Macaulay Culkin was in a pizza band called the Pizza Underground.
Yeah, the Pizza Underground. And every song was a Velvet Underground cover
Yeah.
with pizza, the word a pizza reference in there.
If we're going pizza core, like bands, there's a band called Personal on the Pizzas. They're from New Jersey.
Yeah.
They're all like 55-year-old, really cool guys who would throw pizzas like at their shows, and they got into a rivalry with the Pizza Underground.
Was it an ironic rivalry or a real rivalry?
I don't know.
Like one maybe
It
said,
seemed
you
like
ripped
they
us
were
off,
really
you took our shtick.
serious. I don't remember where they posted it, but it was like I wouldn't say a manifesto, but it was like, if anybody's going to do this, it's going to be me. He signs off with it, I can read, motherfucker. I can read, like Lou Reed. And I was like, wow, okay, well, he might be really serious about this.
I suppose Mario Brothers could be wait, they're plumbers. They don't make pizza.
Yeah.
I guess I'm
Do
wrong
they
then.
like pizza?
On the subject of ingredients, how do you feel, and food trends, how do you feel about sun-dried tomatoes? Because that was a trend that I noticed in the mid to late 90s. It seemed like sun-dried tomatoes started popping up, and you hear about sun-dried tomatoes in commercials. Sun-dried tomatoes were everywhere. Do you have an opinion on them?
They're tasty.
I think they
That was
fucking suck.
with some chicken.
I fucking hate
good.
sun-dried tomatoes. I think it's a scam. I think bullshit. It's a flavor hog. This is one of the few things I get passionate about. Sun-dried tomatoes are a fucking flavor hog. I am pissed off about sun-dried tomatoes. Sun-dried tomatoes hog the whole thing.
It's true.
There's nothing. He said it. He said it's true.
true.
He said it's true. They're a flavor hog and they're chewy. They're sweet, but they don't taste like a good sweet. That trend seemed to disappear, and then some other new type of trend like truffle or something came up. Do you think
Probably
truffles played out?
Hot honey.
Hot honey.
That's a banger.
Yeah. Oh, you're a hot boy.
Yep.
Name off some of the fancy pizzas that you got, the specialty pizzas.
The Hot Boy is definitely one of the crowd favorites. It's got black garlic.
Ooh, I love that.
Pickled jalapenos, pepperoni cups, house red sauce, low moisture mozz, and it's finished with hot honey.
Mm-hmm. Pineapple daddy, burrata baby, heavy veggie, terroir.
Terroir.
You know, but how do you come up with these names?
Terroir. I read this article about this French dude that had an insatiable appetite. He basically ate his parents into bankruptcy, and they kicked him out of the house. He ran around with the circus for a little bit. He got accused of eating a baby. Maybe.
Not cool, dude.
Yeah. But that's what our Supreme's named after.
I like that.
The guy
Now, is that
couldn't stop.
is that a recent guy, or is that
I think it was 1700s.
Okay, so that's not too recent. That guy happened a long time ago.
Like yeah.
Terroir. For
So-
a second, I thought it said tartar.
No. Pineapple Daddy was catering that we did for this lady's 80th birthday, and a bunch of older ladies were going to be coming and ordering pizza, a pineapple pizza. So I just wanted a bunch of older ladies to say Pineapple Daddy to me over and over again. The Fred is named after my dad. He's allergic to everything.
Uh-huh.
So we just put all the stuff that he wasn't allergic to on a pizza, and it turned out pretty tasty.
Now, you like devils?
Sure.
You like demons?
A little bit.
Is the pizza truck kind of like hell or something like that? The Dante's Woodfire?
Yeah, it just kind of goes with the Inferno.
Do people come in and they think, are you satanic or something like that?
My dad says stuff like that all the
Is
time.
he a religious man?
A little bit.
So he's a little concerned about that?
Yeah.
Brought
say
into the
least.
satanic panic, perhaps? No disrespect to Fred.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy, but he's just, anytime I ever ask him if he wants merch or anything of ours, he's like, does it have devils on it? Devils. No, Dad, it doesn't. It's fine. It just says Dante.
Now, is pizza a donut?
Define donut.
You know, a donut, like the sweet thing that you eat with, you have it with coffee, or you have it like a pastry or anything like that.
I would say the no,
Okay. So pizza's not a donut.
but we could probably make it.
Oh, a donut pizza. That's it. Oh, yeah. Have you ever tried making a donut-shaped pizza?
No.
Okay, so you heard it here. Pizza is not a donut.
Okay, first of all, apparently, I guess I did know what pizza was. I've had it before. This is the same thing. There are other places where I've ordered this pizza. There will be an item on the menu that has too many things on it, and it will show up all wet and flops.
It's probably just a good idea in theory, but they probably didn't work it all the way out. Or somebody new was working that night, didn't know how to work the oven, or...
Okay, lots of things that could go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're the best pizza in town?
No.
No?
No.
Do you think that there is a best pizza in town? Would you endorse another pizza?
I like a lot of pizza in town. Andolini's. I cut my teeth in the Hell Kitchen off of 15th. Mike and Jim Bausch are great guys.
Great guys.
I eat a lot of their pasta, though. They have really good
Make your
dishes.
own. You're probably eating pizza every day. So.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I had Domino's last night.
Okay, so you mix it up. You're just pizza, all kinds of pizza.
Yeah. I haven't been over to Lo-Fi. I hear they're doing really good stuff.
Oh, yeah. I like Elgin Park.
Yeah.
They got good pizza there.
I always get their Philly cheese fries when I go there.
Oh.
There's always...
Kind of odd hours. You're usually open at night, huh?
Yeah, this is definitely up and coming neighborhood. So we try to plan the busiest times.
Yeah.
So usually Friday through Sunday, the neighborhood's kind of popping.
Say thanks so much for coming on Here Come the Details and telling us about your pizza journey.
Thank you.
What a delicious episode that was. Special thank you to Bo Ballard and August Babcock of Dante's Woodfire Pizza. Thank you to Ian Upton for his camera work, Evan Hughes for chopping wood, and Brian Gerges and Dean Minta for the mega riffs on our Street Team theme music. This is your producer Rob Stewart saying thank you, and please like, subscribe, and tell all your friends they need to check out the newest screen show, the only
Screen show.
Screen show.
Green cow?
Green